Hello folks, we got Chris and Sen here back in our mobile office. You keep those eyes on the road, buddy. Back in the mobile office, got a cracking view out here. We have decided to take today, in this first week of June, as a combination of going down to visit one of our properties, single let, buy, refurbish, refinance, meet our project manager down there, and use the time in the car for a strategy meeting for this point in the year, nearly at the halfway mark, wanting to reflect on the first months of the year and think about planning for the rest of it. So at the beginning of this year, we had made a strategic decision not to focus on aggressively growing our service accommodation business. It's already a decent size and pretty successful, highly profitable. We could have gone one of two ways: either aggressively grow it by taking on more management properties and a few more of our own, but the decision was made to, rather than do that, focus on our own portfolio of service accommodation units, have a great team in place to manage that for us. So we spent a lot of the first few months of the year to select, recruit and train a team that would allow us to pivot focus more into the development of multi-unit properties. That's where we want to be focusing more of our time. And this is where I can hand over to Chris to talk a bit about our philosophy of how we're allocating our precious resource of time.
Yeah, it's something we always talk about with on the mastermind tables at Touchstone, and just generally with other business owners and whatnot. And when you're trying to hit your goals and focusing on what are you spending the most of your time on to get you to your goals the fastest. And one of the things we talk about is a strategy of 70-20-10, very similar to the 80-20 principle. But in divvying up the time you've got available to focus on your different areas of your business or the strategies you're interested in, and I guess a way of managing control of shiny penny syndrome, if you like, with all these great strategies that look really interesting, is deciding what is the most important thing to you now that's going to get you to where you want to be the fastest. And for us, that was serviced accommodation, and with our 20% being development and commercial conversions, and then the 10% being our sort of training, masterminding, and educational side of things. And so for us, that's how it had previously been. Now we've got the SA business to a point, like Sen said, we put a lot of time and effort into the recruitment of our team at the start of the year, which got us to a point where our former 70% has now been able to be sort of moved up out of that 70-20-10 principle, and the development and commercial conversions, that has now become our 70%, with our training, mentoring, educational side of things becoming the 20, and the 10% side of things, which we sort of introduced again a year or so ago, was just building up our sort of individual units, so our buy-to-lets, rent-to-buys, and that side of thing, which we do fairly passively, working with a portfolio builder. And so part of what we've been doing today was putting a little bit of time into a good strategy session for Sen and myself, because we work remotely, so getting together and really being able to brainstorm, talk about ideas, talk about the things that we're excited about that we're working on in the second half of the year, tying that in with going down, doing a site visit with our project manager, house we just completed on, a 2-bedroom semi-detached house just outside Newcastle, and then really getting to focus on what's quite an exciting thing for us in the next part of the year, which is our mastermind retreats, and talking through locations, the setup for what we want these retreats to look like, the impact we want to have on the people that come on these retreats with us, and how we want that side of our business to look. So it's been an exciting day, managing to cover off all the different angles of our business, talk through some of the development stuff that we're working on, some of the future pipeline developments we're looking into, and really just get to brainstorm all of those things through the day.
Cool. So one of the things we did today was record a 4 or 5 minute video doing a tour around this 2-bedroom house, which is incredibly tired, hasn't been lived in for 8 years, and Chris and I walked around pointing out things that an investor would look at, and those who are earlier in the stage of their property investing career might be a bit daunted at. Think, how do I deal with that? What's the approach to fixing that? should I be scared of it, so on and so forth. And so we took a few minutes just to point out a few things that we can spot quickly and understand how to solve them with the right trades team in place, just to share a little bit of a simple refurbished, refinance type property, and hopefully share some insights that'll be of value to others getting started in viewing their properties, understanding how to cost up and deal with the things they see and not be scared off by it. So that's another video to look out for that we'll be posting as well. But that was it from us. Just want to check in and say hi and give a little update. It's been quite a while since we posted a video. So I hope you're all well, and we'll see you soon.